Okay, good morning everybody. As I promised, I'm in the field, and as you can see, it's not a very good weather. I wish I had clearer sky, but this foggy weather, I just hope it's gonna get clear. Okay, this is the field I'm gonna hunt. So, not a very clear view, but this is so much I can show you early in the morning. Hopefully when it gets brighter, we will have much better view. This is my dove hunting paradise, a beautiful pasture surrounded by cornfields, forests, and also it has a small creek. And this is where I stand, and this is the tree that I'm hunting on. Can you imagine anything better than this? Okay, time to set up the decoys. This is the tree that I want to put the decoys on, and I hope doves will land on this tree. And we put a few of them on the ground. And finally, my favorite, which is my mechanical. My mechanical decoy. We just set it up. Okay, now if you remember, when I was patterning the gun, 25 yards was my sweet spot. So today exactly what I do is I mark an area down there at 25 yards and I set up my blind there. In that case, whatever sits on this tree, I know it's a perfect shot and 100% kill. Anything flies around, it's an open area, so I can shoot them in the air. Let's set it up. Fantastic. Because of the fog, the rangefinder doesn't work. And this is where I'm setting up my blind. Of course, based on complete guess, and I will pay for it later on. Doves have great eyesight, so if you really want to shoot them in the air, I don't really care that much. But if you expect them to land, anything that is not camouflage, you better hide it somewhere else that they cannot see it. I had it right under those trees that they are there. So now this is my decoy setup. Birds on the ground and some birds on the tree. It's not rocket science. These birds, especially in the early season, it's very easy to bring them in and shoot them. And that's why I call it perfect hunt for a beginner. Let's go to the blind and wait for them. Sky is getting clear, so I see some high hopes. My blind and my tree with my decoys on. I don't see them flying, so let me give it a try. I may want to get into that field on the other side, walk around and see if there is anything sitting in the field. If they fly, we shoot them. Doves usually don't hide. They usually sit in the flat area for feeding. And you don't need a dog to flush them. Most of the time when they see you, they fly within something around 10 to 15, sometimes 20 meters. And almost always you get a chance to take one or two good shots at them. The other thing is that don't rush the shot. Most of the time they circle around and they don't fly away from you. And this one was not sitting there. It was flying around and just came on my way, and I took the shot. And again, waiting game for another 30 minutes. They finally came, and they left me wondering why I don't have them in my bag. And here is a slow motion video. The second one lands. I decide to shoot the one on the lower branch. I aim perfectly and I'm spot on. I take the shot. There are some feathers. Well, the second one I was definitely above, but first one was spot on. I couldn't believe this bird didn't come down. But you know what? Remember in the morning that rangefinder was not working because of the fog? Yes, that's the problem. I actually didn't estimate the range properly, so I was actually sitting at something around 35 yards. No surprise that my shot size 7 steel was not effective. Now, seems like today they like to sit on the other tree. Now I have the decoys on this tree right beside me, so I gotta move everything and put them on the other tree, if you can see that. And as you can see, I already put the blind there. Let's see if we get any birds. And while I was moving the stuff to the new place, this happened. Not bad, another bird in the bag. Okay, just follow this stuff in the field. It landed on a tree around 35 yards, but because I was so bored, I decided to take the shot and see if I can get lucky. So this is one. As soon as this guy flies, I try to take the second shot, but I see it is too far, so there's no point. But while I'm looking at that, second dot lands. Another bird in the back. And before I go and get it, I see another one is approaching. So, no. But I don't give it a chance. Let's see it one more time, slow motion on camera. First shot, miss. Second bird lands. I take my time. And here's the second shot. Third bird lands. Before I take the shot, takes off. Now I quickly follow it, and there we go. Boom. One question that you may ask is that how birds don't see me on this tiny blind? The answer is simple. We all know that usually birds land against the wind. So when they want to land, they look at the wind and they want to land in a way that the wind is to their face. So for me it's very simple. As long as I'm sitting in the blind and my back is to the wind, birds are always coming towards my face. And while I'm hiding behind this tiny blind, they don't see me. And on the same note, this blind sucks handling the wind. And finally the last bird, or almost the last bird. Let's call it a day. It was not bad, it was not really good. Actually, I realized that how difficult it is to hunt and film at the same time with multiple cameras. But anyway, this is what it is. So we got 5 birds in the bag. You got a whole idea. It's very simple. You put the decoys on the tree somewhere that they can basically see it. Usually the border between the farm and the field, and like anywhere if it is close to the water, that's fantastic. You just sit there and wait, and then they come. So usually hitting them on the tree is more difficult than shooting them in the air. And the main reason is that usually when they are on the tree, there's a tiny bird with the wings closed. While when the bird is in the air, there's always much better chance that one of these pellets just hits the wing and brings it down. So anyway, today I just ignored lots of the things that they were flying above my head just to wait for a couple of them to sit on the tree and shoot them. Regardless, this is what you can expect. In a better day, just shooting them on the tree, you will get a lot better. Today the weather was not really good, it was not really cooperating, but that's what it is. Now, one last thing before I forget. This guy is my favorite decoy, and today I'm giving it away. So to get this one, you have to be a subscriber. I can only ship it to Canada, so if you live in Canada, put that subscribe button and put a comment down below. Tell us, I want the decoy, and I will ship it to you. End of September, whoever that is there, I will just have a small draw and we decide who it should go to. Thank you for watching. And that was not the end. And here are two doves that I saw on my way to the car. First shot miss, but the second shot dropped